the following guests to our commencement exercise. Senator Logan, Mayor Lang, Superintendent Goller, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Malillo, Board of Education members who are among us on the field. Let me hear our beeps, Board of Ed members. Legislative Council members, parents, guardians, teachers, staff, family members and friends who are watching from home, and most importantly, our Hamden High School class of 2020 graduating class. I know this is not the graduation we were all hoping for, but we are here together. Let us be in the moment as we honor and celebrate our incredible graduates. At this time, I would like to introduce Gabriella Riccio to perform our national anthem.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey, come here. Remember him? That's
Oh, say, can you
I remember you, Antoine.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi, Mr. Bottle.
Oh, it makes me kind of sad. You got on snap, my one and only, my favorite student in the whole world, mad respectful, always polite.
Yes, it is.
I'll see you when you come up.
Thank you.
I'm his favorite. I'm kind of the favorite around the school.
Yeah.
For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
Stop touching me, girls. This is
streamed,
important.
and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Kiana, do not ruin this for me.
Thank you, Gabrielle. It's absolutely beautiful. I would now like to invite Lucas Alexander, President of the Class of 2020, to the podium for welcoming remarks.
All right, listen, Danny. You're gonna call the student. You don't need to put your hat back on. They're calling. They're gonna start calling. You gotta leave your phone in the car.
I'm a quarterback. Don't pull the heart. I just want to get hurt.
Greetings, class of 2020. This is it. We did it.
Yes!
Although this ceremony is not the graduation we have pictured in our minds,
Listen.
we are still so fortunate to be able to celebrate our accomplishments together.
Yay!
I would like to thank Mrs. Gannon, our class advisors, Miss Butler and Miss Feldman, along with all the other
Miss
town
Feldman.
officials that made this event possible.
That's the teacher that gave you the job.
To
Miss
my fellow
Feldman.
seniors,
Oh, yeah.
I have truly missed seeing you all in school every day. I believe this hiatus has reminded us all how valuable our school environment really is, how irreplaceable the role of Hamden High has been in our lives thus far. What we have felt these past few months represents the true nature of school spirit. It is not just about our sports teams or our school colors. It is about taking pride in where we come from and showing appreciation for the people who have aided us along the way. We embody this spirit by supporting our community in a time of crisis, by treating neighbors, classmates, and teachers as if they are members of our family,
Hello?
by making
They got your work in a certain order?
No.
No? All right, I'm about to come right over there. If she come and get me, I'll move. I'm coming over there.
How you gonna do that? You gonna drive?
I'm right here.
In that little white car. I'll be over there.
Just go around the circle, come back down.
Huh?
Just go around the circle.
I'm already right here. You don't see me?
No, I didn't see you move. Alright. Park next to me.
No, I don't want her to come over and say that to me.
Okay.
All right.
We can truly spread dragon pride all over the world. I would like to thank you all so much for allowing me to be your president. I wish you all the best of luck in the future. Thank you.
Guys, they're talking, you gotta listen.
Thank you, Lucas. I would now like to invite our board chair, Mr. Perez Cabello, for greetings.
That was helpful. Look, I think I'm gonna need that. Ow, I wasn't counting on that, but it's okay. We can get all
I
of
thought
it.
when you see your grandma,
Okay.
now it's not the time to talk. I'll see you.
Hello.
Now it's not the time.
I don't know if am I young?
Don't
Yes.
start.
Okay. Congratulations, class of 2020. We are very proud of you. You are arriving to this milestone at a time filled with challenges, change, and opportunities that await to be revealed by your talents, curiosity, and values. You have proven to be tough, determined, creative, resilient, and good-natured. This has not been the first time your character has been tested. You have endured hurricanes, tornadoes, economic recessions, power outages, and blizzards like the one that dropped 40 inches back in 2013, and thunder and lightning. I'm very confident that the next chapter of your journey will be incredibly fulfilling and successful. We know it takes a village to get to this moment, so I also want to thank and congratulate your families, your teachers, and the tireless and committed staff of Hamden Public Schools and the larger Hamden community that supported your efforts from the time you started kindergarten until this graduation. Please take a moment to thank them as well. Thank you. As you prepare to spread your wings, I ask that you reserve a special place in your heart for your Hamden roots. Whether you stay here, nearby, or fly far, keep and bring with you the fire, the passion, the character, the persistence, and the goodness that comes with being a Hamden dragon. Our world needs you, so we are proud and excited to see a new class of Green Dragons accomplish this achievement. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Thank you. I would now like to introduce Superintendent Goler for his greetings.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome families, friends, and honored guests, all here to honor and congratulate our Hamden High School class of 2020. This year's graduation will transcend the personal photographs and scrapbooks and live on through historical accounts of the 2020 world pandemic. So many lives taken and all of our lives disrupted. Late 2019 seems like a lifetime ago when we together held the hopes and promise of a new school year and the opportunity to continue strengthening our school community. When our buildings shut their doors on March 13th, so many pulled together to transition and continue providing instruction through remote learning, ensuring our students and families would continue to be fed, through our 5 distribution sites, with buses taking food directly to people unable to make it to those sites, and the distribution of Chromebooks and the installation of hotspots to ensure all of our students could access their learning. I want to thank Principal Nadine Gannon and her team for their outstanding work getting us all to this day. The teachers for continuing to keep their students engaged in their learning through a new and untried remote learning platform. The directors, specialists, and building leaders for their efforts to develop units of instruction appropriate for that platform. Central office administrators for leading and coordinating the complex and dynamic tasks required, and our parent community for their support and assistance over these past few months. This has taken a coordinated effort involving all of us through the past several months of disruption, and we are continuing to, as we reinvent the upcoming school year, to ensure that we have the flexibility to respond to challenging health scenarios and meet the current guidelines to get everybody back safely. And the graduating class of 2020, I have seen you do amazing things under trying conditions. And through a time when it appeared the world had lost its bearings, selfishly, I missed the concerts I love to attend, I missed being in the audience this year at the Pride Assembly, and the poetry slams and athletic events and art shows, and I especially missed seeing our girls basketball team finish an amazing season with a sure win in the state championship at Mohegan Sun. Just a game away. In my view, the class they demonstrated through this time made them the best kind of winner of all. It still would have been fun though, watching that game. I missed it all, as I know you miss sharing these experiences with your community. However, we've gained a new appreciation for car parades, YouTube videos, and the many ways you've used technology to share your art and ideas. We have always known we live in a complicated and interconnected world. What we've endured since March serves to demonstrate what is at stake when we simply try to hold on to the past and accept things for what they are. Steve Jobs, founder of Apple, speaks of change beginning with the fundamental power of belief itself. He continues, one of the biggest reasons most of us don't set out to achieve a huge goal is that we think we first need to develop a comprehensively detailed grand plan, one where every step is chartered, every milestone identified, where success is preordained, and as a result we hesitate, or even worse, we never get started. Here's what really happens. People who eventually find success start by trying things, lots of things. They succeed at some, they fail at others. They learn from those successes and those failures. Now more than ever, it is time to get started and, more importantly, keep going. Eddie S. Cloud Jr., professor of African American Studies at Princeton University and author of a great new book, Begin Again, James Baldwin's America and Its Urgent Lessons of Our Own, extends this thinking to our times. At his 2015 Colgate University commencement address, Professor Glaude asked, "How will you orient yourself to the fierce urgency of now?" Adding, "It's the power of a true liberal arts education to ruthlessly expose you to ideas that will shift the ground beneath your feet. A process that encourages you to question basic assumptions and to re-examine the way we treat one another." He said, "We must seize hold of the idea that a different arrangement of things is possible, that even in the darkest of times, all possibilities reach us through our imaginations." Paraphrasing from his speech and themes he extends in his excellent book, he suggests, your commitments to improving your school, your country, and your world can't be fleeting. Those commitments don't work like a tweet or a post on Instagram or attempts to shame others on social media. Instead, he states, they ought to animate the spirit of a life lived over time. In a few short months, we've seen the removal of the Confederate battle flag from the Mississippi state flag, racist relics from public meeting areas across the country, and even the Washington, D.C. professional football team is re-examining its long-standing racially insensitive mascot. Martin Luther King once said, "The arc of the universe bends towards justice." As we begin by removing these long-standing ethnic insensitivities and shift to policy change, I am confident this class and your peers across the country and throughout the world will sharpen that arc and lower it down. In retrospect, this is why I became a teacher so many years ago. I guess in my heart, I always knew that education was our best hope and the only way out of this cycle of despair and violence. And it is this class, it is classes like yours, that make me realize I made the right choice. As you've been deprived of many of the traditions of a brick and mortar experience, and we've been deprived of seeing you and interacting on a daily person-to-person basis, I am grateful to you for your leaving our high school in a better place, and am confident we will continue to re-envision what our country can be together. Congratulations to you, the historically significant class of 2020.
Put your seatbelt back on. Don't worry about your shoes. Put your seatbelt back on. What are you trying to get?
Thank you, Mr. Goller. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you our Honorable Mayor Lang for his greetings.
Wait, the mayor?
The mayor here?
As in Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is the president. The mayor is Lamont.
Good afternoon, Hamden High School class of 2020.
Oh, that's Hamden mayor. That's not the New Haven.
You know, when we heard about having to do graduation this way, I was glad we were coming together, but who knew we would really love to have our cars to be in at this moment? It's quite so much. Not bad. You know, who would have expected a senior year and a graduation like this? It's a cruel twist of fate to take you out of school in March, not to know if you're going to go back, and then not allow you to return properly to finish your senior year with all your experiences. Though it was the right choice for your health and safety. Together today, you have the distinction of forever being known as the class that persevered the pandemic. This experience, as unplanned, unpleasant, and painful as it will be and has been, contributes to you and your personal stories and to your character. You as a class, your families, and our communities know how to deal with uncertainty. And in life, uncertainty exists. Loss exists. Unfortunately, these are unavoidable. But you'll be better prepared to handle what's thrown at you because you've done it already. While challenges sometimes show this darkness, there's so much goodness and light and hope in our world. And in these times, I ask you to think about what's inspired you, big and small. What have you been grateful for? What's brought you strength or peace or joy or hope or love? This is what life is all about. If you look close enough, you may come out of the pandemic class of 2020 as the best prepared to understand the immense beauty and potential this world has to offer, despite every single very real challenge that it also poses. Sometime these dark days, both dark and dark, help us to bring a better light to see how bright the ones that follow can be. Slowing down has allowed us to actually see life happen. Not through phones and tablets and screens, but actual life, perhaps giving us a better perspective and hopefully opening our eyes to simple pleasures. I ask that we let the ties that bind you to each other and to this place be significant with your shared experiences, and that they help you, hopefully guide you to achieve the milestones that you want and desire and deserve and enter the next exciting phase of your life.
we will see that a better tomorrow, and you still need to wear your masks and distance and do everything that we've been doing for a while.